Sagittarius, hi, welcome back to Cardinal Fire Tarot and happy birthday. I hope you all have an amazing season and, fully celebrate yourself. And a couple of announcements. If you are a subscriber, then you may have noticed that I'm not posting the all signs check-ins videos. The end of the year is just a busy time for me, like it is for everybody. Work gets busier, there's holidays and family and shopping and all that good stuff. So it's probably going to be a couple months before I start those back up again. Also, if you haven't already, make sure that you are following me on TikTok and Instagram. I post daily on those sites with, readings, pick cards, stuff like that. And also, if you like my reading style and you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can find all the information for that at cardinalfiretarot.com. And then sometime this month, I will be posting yearly recap readings for all the signs. So just make sure to keep an eye out for that. I don't know exactly when, but it'll be sometime in December. So that's all I have. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by pulling overall energy for the reading from this oracle deck. The overall energy for your reading is be open. One of the other signs got that too, but I can't remember which one it was. Would have been either Cancer, Leo, or Virgo, but I don't know which one. I've slept since then. All right, let's go ahead and get some tarot with that. Flying out. See what we have going on here. There is some situation coming in your life where you are used to being like independent, calling the shots, doing your own thing, and all of a sudden you have to work with others. And I don't think it's the easiest for you, which is understandable. I mean, you're a fire sign. We like to be in charge. We like to do our own thing. We like to be a little bit impulsive and not have to stop and think about things too long. And so it's hard when you have to mesh your personality as well as your ideas and your working style and all that with other people. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning. Overall energy, be open. I think this collaboration that you have going on right now, whether it's with, creative project, if it's something personal, like, you know, uh, building a house and you're working with the contractors, or if it's something with your career and you're working on a presentation with your coworkers, whatever. Remain open because there are good things to come from this. There are good things that are going to be the product of this collaboration. And then in the recent past, we have the King of Wands. That's that independent, I do my own thing energy I was just talking about. And that's your energy coming through in the masculine. So that is you call the shots, you make the moves, you do your own thing, you are your own boss. Then in the current energy is where that Three of Pentacles, that collaborative energy comes in. And so all of a sudden you're having to work with other people and you're having to compromise and you're having to, give up some of the control, which is very difficult for you. And then in the near future, we have the Star. I think out of this collaboration is going to be a new opportunity for you. Again, this could be in so many different areas of your life. So I have no idea what the opportunity is because I think it's going to be different for each and every one of you. But something is going to open up. It's going to be a new direction that you either haven't been able to reach, haven't thought about pursuing, or just were unaware it was even an option. Something brand new. All right, then in the energy that surrounds you, we have justice. Feel like there's a lesson to be learned here. Perhaps how to play well with others. There's this lesson that you are going to have to learn in order to, you pass the test. That seems like weird phrasing. I don't love that, but it's essentially what it is. As we get presented with situations and scenarios, we learn the lessons, and then we get to level up. All right, then in your challenge, you have the Seven of Wands. So, how do you defend your ideas without seeming bossy? How do you maintain your authenticity and not allow yourself to be um, bulldozed by the other people in the group? How do you find that balance between working well with others and still being true to yourself? That is the challenge in this reading. Then in your strength, you have the Fool. You're very fire energy is very quick moving energy, which means that we are very adaptable. We go with the flow. We can switch directions really quick. And I think that's what your strength is your willingness to be open, your willingness to show up even in this new situation and still show up as your highest self in your full potential. All right. Ooh, I lost my voice there for a second. All right. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. I want to start by clarifying be open in the overall energy. All right, clarifying be open. We have the Emperor, the Six of Swords, the World, and the Four of Swords. There is a cycle closing out for you. And that cycle is closing out is what's going to lead to this new star moment, like this new path forward. And you think you were in your highest self when you were working independently, but it's like you haven't even imagined how powerful, how strong you can come through. You're the King of Wands there, but you're the Emperor here. Like boss energy. So just, have some patience, have some willingness to go with the flow during the transitional period because you're not going to just wake up and overnight like all your problems are fixed. No, it's going to be a process, but you are moving towards better than you even knew was possible. And maybe not even necessarily the scenario, but your highest self is about to take a leap, you personally, through the trials and tribulations of what's going on right now. All right, let's go ahead and clarify that King of Wands in the recent past. All right, clarifying the King of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. You were projecting that you had it all together, that you were as strong and as solid as it gets, when in reality, you are getting just brutally hit with like one thing after another after another. You know that feeling. I mean, such a recent past, so you just moved out of this, but you know that feeling where like life just keeps snowballing. It's just one thing happens and then another thing happens and then another thing happens and you can't even catch your breath in between. It's that kind of an energy. So while you're projecting outwards strength, internally, you are exhausted and you are tired. And so I think you, for most of you, communicated that with someone. So like if has to do with something with your work, you told your boss like I can't hang anymore, like I'm tired. Or you mentioned to a colleague that you were struggling in this one department and so they show up and they want to help you. Whatever help or, you know, additional people that are coming in the current situation, I think you somehow communicated that you needed them. Maybe it was just to the universe. Maybe you were just like, I can't do this anymore. Send help. And this is the universe answering that prayer. Maybe that's what it was. Let's go ahead and clarify the Three of Pentacles in your current energy. Ooh, those just flew out. Let's see. We've got the Eight of Cups, Judgment, ooh, Death, and the Seven of Wands. Your result that comes from this working relationship with others is 100% dependent on you. Do you open up? Do you remain open and step into the challenge and be willing to show up? Or do you shut down and start, clinging to your need to control and to your hyper independence, those kind of things? You get to determine the outcome. And it's 100% based off what energy you go into it with. And so as you move into this era of independence is closing out. There is this unknown in the future. You are having your ideas and yourself and everything you know being questioned, and you're having to step into change and alterations. And it's uncomfortable. It's not like necessarily bad, but it's uncomfortable. All right, let's clarify the star in the near future. All right, clarifying the star. We have the Six of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. As you show up in this situation and you give your ideas, you give your time, you give your energy, you give to this project. And while doing so, remain emotionally mature, working well with others, willing to compromise, being a strong leader without being bossy or pushy. As you do all of that, it may seem like it's only going to affect this one thing, but it's changing the entire trajectory of your life. If you show up and you prove yourself in this situation, then you will be coming through at a higher vibrational frequency, in which case then the universe is going to meet you there, and your external will also reflect that level, that vibrational frequency. Let's go ahead and clarify justice and the energy that's surrounding you. Clarifying justice. We have the Seven of Cups, the Sun, and the Two of Swords. That lesson that we were talking about, what you needed to learn is how to be decisive in your decision making, how to prioritize your happiness, how to prioritize your own needs while also considering and being empathetic to others' needs. Like all of those lessons, that's what's showing up. It's all about what choices you are making right now. We just said this with the star. If you choose to give and show up emotionally mature, then it has the potential to change the trajectory of where you're heading. All right, let's clarify that Seven of Wands and your challenge. All right, clarifying. Seven of Wands. We have the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Star. Oof. Okay, your challenge is don't be a dick. I mean, essentially. Um, you are going to have to be diplomatic. You are going to have to compromise. You are going to have to take others' opinions, ideas, emotions, needs into consideration. And it's not that you don't care about other people, you do, but you're just so used to being self-reliant. And in doing so, focusing on yourself, making sure that you're taken care of. So now that you're opening this up to include other people, that's hard. There's going to be disagreements and there's going to be losses, which in reality, it's not, you're not winning or losing. It's just, it is what it is. But it's all part of the journey. It's learning how to overcome each and every one of those. As soon as this new situation arises, you figure out how to deal with it. That's part of it. All right, and then let's go ahead and close it off by clarifying the Fool in your strength. By clarifying the Fool, we have the King of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, your strength is that you're showing up in this social setting with others. Sorry about that. I don't know why my camera stopped recording right there at the end. But like I was saying, so your strength is that you're showing up in this social setting with these other people. You're showing up in the highest version of yourself. Like you are aiming to be the best you can be. And you're willing to put in the time and put in the energy and put in the effort now in order to see results later. And there's a lot of effort going into it. This is not a seamless project or transition into, this group. There is a lot of struggle happening there. But your strength is that you're still showing up. So that's what I have for you. If you resonate with this reading, I would really appreciate it if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below in the comments. It really does help the channel grow, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And make sure to be keeping an eye out for your yearly recap reading whenever that comes out. And I'll see you next time. Bye.